Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out for just a tad bit. We are, um, you know, misfits. We play magic. So I just wanted to talk to another content creator, get to know her a little bit more, someone that I adore, and see what they got going on, the plans for the future, and what they think of the current state of our game at the moment. So, Magical Misfits podcast is a go, and we are having our featured guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I am the RPG luminary, but everyone else calls me Lumi.
Yes.
Hi, it's nice to meet you all. And you can find me on here putting out pack openings and other random content revolving around magic. Lately, about The Hobbit, because that's at pre-releases tomorrow. And
I know. I'm so excited.
I am
I
too.
have I have not been going to. Oh, thanks for the support, Shady. I appreciate that. I have not been going to that many drafts lately because, you go to drafts multiple times a week, it adds
Sure.
up. So
Right.
I got my fill of Marvel for a little bit, so and I was trying to save up and go into The Hobbit. But before we talk about The Hobbit, I wanted to ask you about your giveaway that you got going on.
Yes. Um, I'm working towards building my following and on my way to 1,000 followers. I'm about three-fourths of the way there. I
Is it a
decided,
thousand here on TikTok?
yes, 1,000 here on TikTok.
Wow, how
On,
close
on,
are we?
I think I'm at like 732 right now. But I decided that when I hit 1,000, I'm going to give away a rainbow foil version of the Global Fund for Women's Secret Lair
That is
that just released.
that is so exciting, and I'm super jealous. And if I win, people are gonna say it's rigged. So no, I'm just kidding. But that would be such an awesome thing. Not only is it like helping women, and then it's just an awesome giveaway. So I love that. That is so amazing. And then it's hard to get too right now because it's
Yeah, it's
long,
quite bit.
long
Well,
away.
it's actually you can't even get it anymore because I think the window closed on it on the second.
Really?
Yeah, but like after the first day, they sold out of because it was a made to order for 2 weeks. Well, they sold out of like what they had in stock on day one,
Oh
and
wow.
I was able to get a copy on day one, so I do have an actual copy on hand.
That's awesome.
A friend of mine got one for me. But if you didn't get it on day one, you're not going to get your copy until May of next year. That's how far back the pre-orders went on those.
That is insane. Wow. But whoever wins that is super lucky, and I can't
For
wait to get
sure.
the thousand. I feel like you're getting really close. You're doing pretty good on Facebook and
Yeah,
Instagram.
that is growing quite a bit too. And I foresee some future plans coming up. Once I hit 1,000 on Facebook, I there's a company I'm looking to partner up with, but one of the prerequisites is 1,000 on a platform.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. There's a company called Nerd Gear Gaming.
Oh yeah, yeah. I looked into that as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
they seem
and
pretty awesome.
they
You
make
would do
really
well with
cool
that.
products.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of play mats. I buy a lot of play mats. Um, I'm actually going to buy one tomorrow because I started playing a lot of Winota lately. And
Ooh.
so I'm going to get the Winota Commander playmat.
Do you have her close by so you can read her to me?
Yeah, she's in my box right here, actually.
You look absolutely gorgeous, by the way. I just have to say.
Thank you. So Winota, join her forces. She is a human warrior, 4/4, and whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until the end of turn. then you put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library and right in a random order.
Wow. Okay. So, like, what, I know how we feel about the bracket system, but what would you classify that as?
My version,
Yeah.
it's pushing a 5.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
not so much like game changery because there's not really any. I think Enlightened Tutor is still a game changer, but other than that, I don't. There's not really any game changers, but it does have like mass land destruction because it
Right.
has because the deck runs like 30 something basic lands.
Oh, really?
So I have like 5 non-basic lands. So I run like Blood Moon effects
Oh, I love Blood
because
Moon.
it's just red and white. So
That's pretty
and
awesome.
then I run Winter Moon, which is an artifact that stops people from untapping non-basic lands. You can only untap one non-basic land a turn.
Oh, so
But
imagine having that and the Blood Moon together. Oh man.
right, so I actually got to play this in a couple tougher games the other night with the Frank from the Card Collector family and a few players. And game one, unfortunately, I drew the fourth seat, and it was just a bad spot for me. We ended up losing like turn 5 to Eldrazi.
Wow.
But game two, I wiped everybody on turn 3.
Heck yeah. See, my problem is I left all my good cards in North Carolina. I did the opposite. I packed all like my bulk and the stuff that, really wasn't using and
Right.
accidentally shipped that instead of my good cards. I got to make a trip soon back to get all that because it's killing me.
Right. What do you think of the Miku deck that's coming out on Monday?
I love it. I honestly wish I could afford it. And I don't know, like, so I wish it was something that I could buy from a store. And I
Right.
know this sounds so old school of me, but like this whole online, like getting in line, waiting for something to drop or being
Sure.
forced. I think this one is print for demand. Is that right?
On the first day, yes, is print for demand. They're
Yeah.
trying something. They're trying something new out with it.
Yeah. And then my problem is sometimes I forget. Like I'll forget.
Right.
Oh man, that came out, and I like when the cats came out for the secret lair. I totally forgot. And by the time I remembered, the ones that I wanted
We're
were
sold
gone.
out.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know,
Well, you don't
um,
want that Garfield counterspell?
Garfield's cool, but it's not
I
like
know. The
he's
other really
cool.
cool cats.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
he's like a grump. No, I'm just kidding.
I
But
do kind of want that counterspell. It's just funny.
yeah, it wasn't like my first pick. I'd still love to have it, don't get me wrong, but it was just like it was I don't know. What do you think is better? Do you think the print on demand is better, or do you think the getting in line and hopefully you get one?
I like the print on demand, but then again, I also don't necessarily like the wait for the print on demand. So, but I guess print on demand is better. What ideally I would like to see is if they actually would allow the stores to get them, like they did with the PlayStation ones last year.
Yeah. See, and
Um,
that's how I first discovered secret layers was in the shop. And I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, what are these?" And like they would always have like random ones here and there. Either like people I guess, selling it or, they just
right.
acquired it. And I loved that. Because it really did feel like a secret because you never knew what they were going to have, It was just like something you stumble on and then I realized that wasn't like that's not a normal thing. Shops don't really carry secret layers and stuff. So I was just like I don't want to have to buy everything offline.
Right.
I like supporting my local shop as well. So, but
Um, I want to say, I think they might be experimenting with that the next set because they're putting out a secret layer bundle with Reality Fracture, and that's something the stores can get, I believe.
ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So hopefully, you know,
Would it be wrong? Do you think it'd be wrong if I started a GoFundMe for my magic habit? I'm just kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
mean,
Like I'm telling you, it's getting so out of hand. Like I feel like
It
by the
it
time I
is.
get to one set, the next set's coming out, and I'm like, I haven't even done anything
Well,
with this one. Like I'm just like, ah.
I mean, we could have Barnes make videos and earn us magic cards that way. His videos are
I
killer.
love his videos. I want to have him on here. I haven't asked him yet, but hoping he'll want to come up here and talk. He's a trip. He's a good dude. Um, I just want to like the whole point of this is I want to interact with the right people, the positive
Right.
people in the
Yeah, of
community,
course.
and build us all up. And like I say all the time, I don't care if you have 200 followers or a million followers. Like at the end of the day, we're all just people, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes people it gets to their head a little bit,
Yeah.
and like all this debate right now, with like the whole ambassador program. What are your feelings on that, on the ambassador program?
Um, I would like to be an ambassador. I think it would be super cool to just be that person to represent the brand and just it is a goal of mine. It is one of my goals for sure.
Why do
And
you think
I'm working towards it. I'm actually, but I'm shooting for like specific. I would like to be it for an in-universe brand
Yeah.
personally.
So why do you think there's so much hate around the ambassador program?
Um, I don't know if there's necessarily. Well,
Or maybe it's mostly chilling.
maybe it's just like who gets picked, or maybe there's like no clear guidelines for it really that you can
That is
tell.
the toughest thing for it because it's kind of like it's either like who you know or who knows you or like
Exactly.
kind of like a popularity contest, which is I understand because we're creators, right? You want to
Right.
be a popular creator, but I also think like um I would love to pitch. I don't know who would listen to it, but like maybe um have one ambassador voted and brought on by the masses.
Right.
Like instead of whatever their wizards is whatever their you know
They go through a PR firm.
yeah I know, but what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
I wish we could at least have one slot and the masses get to pick like once a year, okay, like this is the people's choice for
Choice.
ambassadorship,
Yeah, that'd be awesome, right?
wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be cool because
Yeah.
like I don't know, I just feel like if people could, have their say and pick someone that they really, love or connect with as a creator, I feel like maybe it would cut a little bit of the negativity surrounded around it.
Sure.
But
Right.
that'd be so cool though, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah, it would.
I don't know, maybe I'll have to send an email or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So one other thing I wanted to get into, if you feel comfortable with talking
Yeah.
about it, how do you feel? Like, have you encountered any negativity or backlash
So
from being in this space? Because I love you, and if you want to speak on like your transition and stuff like that, like
yeah, of course. So, all right. So when I started doing the social media thing, before I got on TikTok, I started with Facebook, and before I was kind of like on my own, I started by growing and sharing to like the Facebook magic groups,
yeah,
and unfortunately, the first time I blew up big was unfortunately because of a lot of trans hatred and bigotry. Because, good Lord, a group of 300, you'd think a group of 300,000 people, and they're no, no. And it was something else. And then once I hit, a certain level, I just put my content out there, and whoever finds it, finds it. My content's going to find the right people. But yeah, there was a lot of it. And I even still get the occasional thing. Like, it was upsetting. I posted some videos after the Marvel pre-release. When I got home, I took second place at my Marvel pre-release, and I was super excited. I took some mild inspiration from you and just posted one of those like flashing my packs and all that videos. Um, because I won half a box for second
Heck
place.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was super proud of that because it's the closest I've come to winning a pre-release. And somebody decided, and I tried to brush it off. You know, I'm just like, oh, it's just some random person who has nothing better to do with their life. But they literally got on my profile and commented on like three different things I posted that I was a pedophile.
What in the
Just
world?
randomly, no, you're a pedophile.
That's so wild. I don't, you know what? That's the only thing that kills me about social media, that um, even people with like super low IQ can have it. So
Right.
I don't understand it. I don't understand people saying like hurtful things over the internet. Like you don't know that person, and like I don't get that. So I'm glad you finally found your people that love you and support you, and we're here for you. And
Yeah.
um, you know,
And ever since I've gotten on here, I actually found your content first, and then through you, I found Micah and their channel, and that's how I kind of. So you're like kind of my key on TikTok to finding everyone else and me spreading out. And everybody has been wonderful.
yeah, I kind of pushed you like, hey, check this person out. Hey,
Right.
go to this, do join that live play, and I think a lot of people that go on a channel and play, we all kind of have like similar mindsets, and we may have different opinions, of course, but it's we're very respectful, except for me, me, but.
Well, you dragon mother.
Look, I just like to poke fun. I like having fun. I
I know
think
you
it
do. I
comes
know.
from like and I tell people, I go, if I'm genuinely nice to you, I probably don't like you. But if I'm like picking on you or being a little mean to you, whatever, it's because I love you. That's how I show love,
I know. I know.
But it's I do realize like sometimes I have to be careful because not everyone
Takes it like that.
understands or can
Yeah.
play like that, or I do have to think about sometimes people with neurodivergence and stuff, they don't get the jokes and they don't get this stuff sometimes,
Right.
and I don't want anyone to ever take anything I say seriously, so
Yeah.
I have to monitor myself a little bit, but that's why I like to when we start playing, tell people like, hey, anything I say, don't take it serious,
Sure.
I'm just messing. But um, I don't know. I hate to. I've seen a few hurtful comments and stuff on some of your stuff before, and like I think I commented it and whatever. But I hate seeing that, and that type of stuff makes me angry because you literally love a game that has elves and vampires and goblins and stuff like that,
Right.
but when it comes to a person, you can't love them for who they are. Like I don't get it.
I
But
mean, have you looked throughout out the history of Magic? There's all sorts of LGBTQ representation in the
yeah,
game. I
literally.
mean, let me see if I can find it real quick. I have the pin right here from the Pride celebration because that was an event back in June.
That's so pretty. I didn't get to go to any.
Yes.
I was so bummed.
I got to go, and I was one of the random ones who won the pin, so I was very excited for
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because there's like so much support from different backgrounds, ethnicities, in the game, and like I don't get how people are still so close minded. But it's okay. We're gonna change the magic world.
There we are.
Eventually, those people will go under a rock somewhere. I don't know, but
Right.
I love you so much. You are so cute and adorable. Lumi, you really have been like one of the nicest people that I have encountered on TikTok. And I've encountered a few. And I like, it's so nice when you connect with someone and you can actually like, we don't really know each other in like our day to day life, right?
Right.
We're friends online and we like similar things,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like a wonderful outlet, and I feel like that's what magic has been for me.
Mhm.
What has magic been for you, and how long have you been in the magic realm?
So I got into the magic realm, as it were, back in middle school. So I've been in and out since 1996. So I got in around Ice Age.
Wow,
Um,
really was the Ice Age, huh?
uh, pretty close. So, and yeah, back when there were crawl worms and scaled worms, and those were and when a Shivan dragon was actually a really good creature, and now it's kind of a joke. But that was actually my first big rare that I ever opened in my local store, and my store owner, he's like, "Now you be careful, don't you go be trading this thing because it was a big deal. It was worth like $5 whole. That was also when packs were like $2.75, right? And it was a big deal. Yeah. So, and I got tricked in the lunchroom and traded that for a 30-cent crawl worm because I thought that crawl worm was so cool.
You know what? I was going through my bulk before I left, and I have a bunch of like older cards, and some of
Yeah.
them are just hilarious, and some of them I'm just like, why is the mana cost like what? This thing doesn't do anything, like you know.
Right.
But I wanted to challenge myself and build like a deck from I call them my vintage cards,
Sure.
to see if like can they still hold up today? Could they? With all the stuff going on, the new mechanics and the new cards, and I don't know, but maybe. Hmm.
I mean, it'd be a fun challenge, that's for
I was
sure.
gonna say that would be a challenge for reals.
So I wish I still had it. I had it up until a couple of years ago, but I remember one Christmas I got a gift box from for Christmas, and it was a long box that was just specially designed, full of magic, and it had like foreign packs of Mirage Visions and like let me see, it had like foreign packs of Weatherlight Visions, and then like a foreign back when they because they don't do this anymore, but for each set they used to have like a deck box. You'd get it'd be like 60 cards with like a couple rares or whatever.
Let me see if I have.
Something. I think they quit doing that in like the early 2000s, maybe.
Like I have a. Is it like this?
No, it's like a thinner cardboard box.
Mm.
Like would be, but yeah, they would have like one of those. It'd be like 60 cards with basic lands and a couple rares in it and stuff like that. And they were like all foreign. That was just the box it came in. So it was like some Korean, some Japanese or whatever. But I had that box for almost 3 decades. I
Wow.
holding decks of cards. I mean, I had tape on it, holding it together, and all sorts of stuff. Unfortunately, I finally gave it, threw it away and gave it a proper burial a couple of years ago.
Oh, that would be so hard. That's so cool though. You gotta send me a picture of that if you can find it like on the internet, just so
Yeah.
because I can see what it would look like.
Oh, sure.
That is so wild. Oh my goodness.
But
So,
from there, I played up through about the early 2000s. And then I kind of like took a break on and off for a couple years here and there. Learned about Commander back when it was still EDH, Elder Dragon Highlander, for a little bit. Played some competitive Standard for a season back in 2012. Back at the advent of Planeswalker points, which was they don't do those anymore, but that was like a system they had just started, where every event you would play, like a Friday Night Magic, a draft, or bigger events, you would get points, and these points would add up, and you would get a rank in the world. Well, they made this big mistake where Friday Night Magics were worth triple points.
really?
So I could drive from my small town up to the town I live now, and every Friday for like 3 or 4 months, I was grinding Friday Night Magics, playing from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m., 3 different Friday Night Magic events across 2 different stores across town, grinding Planeswalker points.
That's
And
wild.
at one point, I wound up at like 500th in the world because of the broken system.
That is so crazy. I
And I
love
think
that. That is insane.
I think the coolest part of that whole season, I went with a local uh, player who was a college age student, and some players he knew, and we all went to a PTQ, a Pro Tour qualifier, in Columbus.
Mm.
And that was a really nice event. It was a highlight event. You sat down, you got 6 packs. It was a sealed event. So, and that was original Innistrad.
Wow.
So,
You know what? I didn't get to experience all that stuff because, I'm a recent new player, about a couple years now, and so when I hear people talk about it, I'm just like, I could imagine, and but to actually experience it would be so cool. But that's amazing. So like, did someone else get you into the game, or did you just stumble upon it?
yeah. Well, I kind of stumbled upon it because it's what people were playing at the local game store, and that's just kind of how I got into it. And then opening packs, or I was young, I didn't have a lot of money, but like the people who'd run the store would be like, "Hey, you go pick me up some food downtown," because it was downtown, and
Yeah.
like they couldn't run off, and I had a bike, and they're like, "Hey, you go give me some food, I'll give you a pack of Magic." I'm like,
Heck yeah.
"All right, I'm a teenager, yeah, okay, cool."
Dude, I do that now.
And then one time, and I don't think the store owner was too happy, but he had a different guy running the register, and I bought like he got a box of alliances in, and I'd never seen this set. I'm like, oh, neat. All right, I'll take like it was a little bit more expensive. It was like 350 a pack. Um, right. So I'm like, all right, I'll take some packs of that. And he didn't realize what was going on or what the trade policy or anything was, and he was just giving me like straight up full value for my trade in. So I traded my way through a whole box of alliances
Wow, that's amazing.
just
Yeah.
cracking packs.
Mm.
And I'm like,
That's my problem. I never trade stuff in. I need to. I need to.
and
But
I to this day have a fondness for that set.
that is so cool. That's amazing. I'm so glad. Well, I'm so glad that you're part of the community, and I'm so glad we connected. I am just so like, I love when things happen like that.
Right?
It's so random, but it's amazing. You gotta show me what you're doing, some secrets on Facebook, because I don't know what I'm doing with that thing. Um, I can't get that thing off the ground. But
It blew. We had a heat wave here, um, really bad, like a month or so ago. So one week, just randomly making content, I just started doing weather forecasts based on magic cards, and I did one that was World Fire, just
yeah,
comparing the day to World Fire, and it was just the most random thing, but that one took off.
that's awesome.
Like like that thing hit easily at the end point of it hit 300,000 hits on
Wow,
Facebook.
that's
And off of that jumped me from like mid 500s to over 700 followers somehow. I'm like,
that's
good
cool.
God. And
That's
then
awesome.
since then, I've just been steadily gaining followers.
That's really awesome. I'm super proud of you.
Yeah.
Um, Keep going. And that's the other thing. I feel, and a lot of people, and I felt like this at one point. Why am I doing this? Like, you kind of get a little depressed about it, a little sad
Sure.
about it. It's just like you make a video, you get 2 likes, or you make a video and you get 500 views, but only 10 people liked it. So you're just like,
Right.
what's you gotta, what's the secret formula? But I tell people all the time, I go, just just keep going, just keep making content, and eventually you will be connected with the people you're supposed to be connected with, and the right people will notice, you know. But I feel like I know I just started, content creating and everything like that, but I feel like Magic's getting so popular right now. Like
Yeah, it really is.
before it used to be like, hidden, or you wouldn't tell people, or, it wasn't, but now I feel like it's so popular, and like some creators, I wonder if they even play, to be honest, or they just make
Well,
content.
I mean, some of them are just guitar players masquerading. Anyway,
I don't know who that is, but
no, I'm not. It's a running joke. I'm throwing shade at a big name.
oh, okay.
Micah would get the joke.
I don't know that person, but yeah, and that's another thing too. Like I feel so bad because I'm like, if I ever go to one of these events, the big people, creators, or whatever, I don't
Yeah,
think I would like recognize people, to be honest. And like I feel bad because like I don't know, I have this thing like where I walk past people, but I don't look at their face,
sure.
and so I don't see that, I don't notice. But like if I'm talking or engaging with someone, that's when I will remember them. But
Yeah,
I tell people all the time, I don't ever remember people by how they look or whatever. I remember how they make me feel, and that's how I remember people. So you make me feel great.
aw,
I love the glasses too, by the way.
thank you.
Is that a tattoo?
Yeah. It says just keep fighting.
I love
It's
that.
a reminder to myself when I'm
Yeah.
feeling, defeated or down, or I thought I would get something inspirational from one of my favorite pro wrestlers, and I'm like, okay, that's a good one.
Who's the wrestler?
His name is Kevin Owens.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I used to be into wrestling a lot too back in the day. Went to a few SmackDown shows and stuff, but like the same thing with that too. Like the more recent stuff, I'm just like,
Right.
but I still love it. I still love it. Like,
Yeah.
um, it's one of those things that like it's not real. Like when
Yeah,
you're
of
watching, like,
course.
oh, it's so cool. And then so it's cool to watch on TV, but also like when you get to go to a live. Have you ever been to a live wrestling?
I've been to a lot of live wrestling. Yeah.
It's so exciting. Like
It's such. So, oh my gosh. Have you ever seen any of the AEW stuff?
mm-mm.
Okay, so oh my gosh. So there was this LGBTQ like tag team. Gosh dang it, why am I they were called the Acclaimed, right? And they had a handshake where they would quote unquote scissor. So they would handshake like this. And they had a manager that was Billy Gunn. But they called him Daddy Ass because Billy Gunn used to be Mr. Ass back in WWE way back in the '90s, and I was in the crowd in Chicago, and they would do their little microphone thing, and at the very end, one of the guys will always scream out. He would be like, "Scissor me, Daddy Ass," and get him to come in, and then
It's so funny.
20,000 people in that crowd erupts with a chant, and you can just feel the energy from it as the crowd chants, "Oh, scissor me, daddy," just like to the tune of like Seven Nation Army.
That is so awesome.
It
That is
was
really cool.
incredible,
Are you
incredible.
are you gonna go to Atlanta Magicon?
I'm not going to be able to make it to Atlanta, but I am definitely going to go to Detroit because that is 3 hours away.
Really? That's awesome. I
Yes,
I I'm really like gonna try to make it to Atlanta, but like life and
sure.
stuff. But I really want to go. I haven't bought my tickets yet.
Open some mystery booster commander for me.
I will definitely.
That
Um,
looks that set looks bonkers
I
fun.
know. You know me. I love a good mystery, and I don't know, I just love chaos. Someone in the chat said, "What do you guys usually plan to do at your MagicCons?" I've never been. I've never. I never had the opportunity to go. This would be my first one if I do go. But it's like a lot of like, people that play, they're playing, there's tables where people are playing, there's vendors, creators, little rooms where they talk about different things and different sets and artists and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Cool.
I hear it's good to not book too much stuff because there's just so much to do. So I'm going to maybe book a couple events and then probably wander around. And maybe if you're lucky, they'll have a kiddie corral like the one they did in Vegas.
What is that? What?
So remember when they did the secret lair for the kitties, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
and
Yeah, I forgot about
the
that.
kitten
That was
corral
so
at
cute.
Vegas.
That's awesome.
I would like to actually go take in a show or two because they do game nights live. Or maybe like a podcast, like because I listen to a lot of podcasts for Magic while I'm
Really?
working. Yeah, yeah, like game nights. Game nights is their card game. Gosh dang it, I'm drawing a blank on it. But Howling Salt Mine is a really good one. It's three guys who talk. Who it's a people write in stories about salty things that happen during Commander games.
Oh my
So
God.
the Howling Salt Mine, it's such a fun. It's a fun listen.
I
Uh,
I I love when people get salty because I'm just like, we're
oh, you would
playing.
love their podcast. It's just like they do three stories an episode and give salt ratings, and they do a salty card of the week, and
That is so
it's
cool. That's
it's a
awesome.
really good podcast. Well, they get to do a live one at Magic Cons usually because
Really?
yeah, and I'm like that'd be cool to participate in and like go take a show in or. I want to meet the people from Good Luck High Five. They're a wonderful podcast out of Minnesota. Wonderful group of people that I subscribe to their Patreon, and they're awesome.
That's awesome. That's
Um,
cool.
they
I,
just
you know what? One day your next favorite podcast is going to be Magical Misfits.
yeah, well, you know it.
You'll listen to the episode and you're going to be hearing yourself.
This is only the second podcast I've ever been on.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, this is only my third time trying to run a podcast.
yeah,
I'm
you're
just gonna
doing
keep
pretty
going.
good.
I'm just gonna keep going. That's all
Okay,
you can do. But
exactly.
keep going and having fun. That's the motto. But so before we get off, I just wanted. I've seen this a lot lately. People having their hot takes. Do you have any magic hot takes?
Magic hot takes. Um, Honestly, I think there's too much universes beyond. I think they could. Now, I know this year was seven sets because I think they just had to get seven sets out. They had so much backed up. But honestly, I think they could cut back to four in universe and, two universes beyond and be fine. But I know
Yeah,
they're not going to because it makes them too much money.
yeah, yeah. Or at least have a little bit of time in between stuff coming out because I feel like I didn't even get to use like any of the other sets that I
Right.
like Spider-Man, boom, 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 boom. It was just like everything was coming out, and like I was just talking with my husband earlier, and he was saying, he was like, I haven't even built a deck out of my Ninja Turtle cards. He's like, because it keeps going so fast, and I was like, I know, it's insane, but I just wish my bank account could keep up with the sets. That's all.
Right. I hear that.
Um, as for me, like I don't think I have any really hot takes with Magic. I think maybe I think just the culture. I feel like the culture needs to get changed a little bit with like how people act in the community.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I could
and
see that.
I, but other than that, like
I I'm hoping we don't, but I feel like there could be a storm of issues around the third set next year, the third in universe set, Did you see that one?
I have not. Which one is it?
Zalfir.
It's Alfier.
Yeah, because it's very it's I can't remember what they call it exactly. It's like Afrocentric culture.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, I know.
I can't remember what the style is called exactly. It looks neat. And like I loved Mirage way back in the day. So it's kind of cool that we're coming back to this. But I
Sun
mean, I
says,
could also see like, you know, hate mongers coming out too, and that's never a good thing,
yeah, I know.
right?
Sun says, I wish they didn't use too much AI art on the sets. Do they use AI art?
I hope not. I could see how you'd feel that way because some of it kind of looks that way. Like Ninja Turtles kind of had a little bit of that look.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't noticed any yet, but I had to do some research on that.
Right.
Um, that's wild. That's see, that's where I don't want it to go. I don't want it to end up that. I don't
Yeah.
want it to end up all AI and stuff. So it's like, but anyways, is there anything else that you would like to share? You want to shout out your pages, your Instagram, all that stuff?
Well, if you are looking to support and follow, you can obviously you find me here. Um, I am still doing that giveaway. Once I hit 1,000 followers, you can find the info on that on my pin post. You can also find me on Facebook under the RPG Luminary and on Instagram as well, where I post my content daily as well. And
Awesome.
we're doing some pack openings of
Yeah.
Duskmourn.
You got a lot. You got a lot of different variety of what you do, and I love that. So I just
That was
want
a fun
to.
set I missed out on when it came out,
What's
unfortunately.
what's that?
Duskmourn.
I loved.
Oh, I love the flavor of it. We should go back to Duskmourn.
I know. Um, so I just want to say thank you so much for being on with me today. I appreciate you and your time, and I can't wait to see you get to 1,000 followers. And I hope by doing this podcast and hopefully once I get it uploaded and I'm gonna tag you and all that good stuff, I can help boost you a little bit more up there because you are amazing and you bring great things to the community and you also build a pretty mean deck. I just gotta say.
Well, thank you for having me, and I appreciate you and everything you've done for me. Seriously.
I love you. Okay, guys, that's the end of our episode for tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. Whether you stopped in or you came in on accident or you just coming to show love for a few seconds, I appreciate that. Magical Misfits podcast. You never know who we're gonna have on next. Anyways, love you guys. Bye bye.